It's going to be a very wet and wild Canadian Grand Prix, and we are looking to see who will take glory. 5 lights ahead of the drivers. It's lights out, and we're racing in Montreal. A very good start from George Russell from pole position. Max Verstappen trying to put pressure on him. Can't quite do so. It's George Russell who leads into the first 2 corners ahead of Max Verstappen. And then come the 2 McLarens ahead of the Aston Martin of Fernando Alonso. Then comes Daniel Ricciardo in the RB. That looks to be contact between Pierre Gasly and Sergio Perez. Perez once again having a dramatic first lap for the second race running. Watch out for the Hasses because they are flying on those 4 wet tyres as we see Kevin Magnussen down the inside of Lance Stroll, and going off there is Charles Leclerc in the Ferrari. Oh, look at that. The Alpine getting squirrely there as through goes Kevin Magnussen on Lewis Hamilton. The 4 wets are working out.
Worse than we expect. We go on board!
With Kevin Magnussen on board with him down into the chicane. Does he make the move into the final chicane? He does. Kevin Magnussen ahead of Fernando Alonso. Look at how amazing this is, with Magnussen very close to Piastri. Piastri got a poor exit. Alonso keeps Hamilton behind him. A lovely move there as Magnussen gets past Piastri and up into 4th. Magnussen has said it's enough is enough, and he's getting rid of those 4 wet tyres and putting on the inters. I'm sure Hulkenberg will do the same as well. A good first few laps for the Haas cars, but they are now putting onto the intermediates. On board with Lando Norris, putting pressure on the reigning world champion. Is he going to make a move? Round the outside, he's done it! Lando Norris gets past Max Verstappen. A lovely move for the McLaren. He's up at a second. The incident involving Tsunoda and Albon has been noted as we see Lando Norris and George Russell fighting for the lead into the chicane. Lando Norris takes the lead and George Russell goes off the chicane. Norris takes the lead as, Verstappen very close to the back of Russell, but he's got through on the Mercedes. Norris takes the lead though. Verstappen will hunt him down. This is a battle between Russell and Piastri. And that is Logan Sargent, who has crashed with his rear left, and he's into the wall, and that's going to be a safety car. He's lost it, and that's him out. Norris has stayed out, and he's caught the safety car. This could hurt him as Verstappen and Russell pit. Russell gets a good release, but Verstappen has been released just enough to keep himself ahead of Russell as Piastri follows him through. Norris now comes in to the box. Will this keep him in the lead of the race? I don't think it will. Through goes Verstappen. Through goes Russell. And maybe through goes Piastri. Verstappen takes the lead of the Canadian Grand Prix. After all that, George Russell's back up the second, and Lando Norris hangs on to third ahead of his teammate. We're racing again here in Montreal, and it's Max Verstappen who leads from George Russell. There's Lando Norris ahead of his teammate Oscar Piastri, Lewis Hamilton fifth, and it's Alonso, Tsunoda, Stroll, Ocon and Ricciardo. Watch Alex Albon round the outside of Yuki Tsunoda, then switching to the inside of the Alpine. What a double overtake from Alex Albon. Overtaking the season, it's possible, but Alex Albon, that is absolutely incredible. A 2-car overtake. We're watching Verstappen then leading, and he's now pitting, as are George Russell and Lando Norris. No, Norris stays out. Norris stays out. He's going to go for the gamble as Verstappen and Russell pit for slick tyres. Will this work out? A bit slow there for George Russell, but Verstappen and Russell pit as Norris stays out. Will this work out? Who knows? Norris is in. He's 20 seconds ahead of Verstappen at the moment, but has he got enough of a gap to keep himself ahead of Verstappen? A little bit slow for the release for Lando Norris, but he is away. And there's Verstappen coming down the main straight now. Norris is coming out to the pit box. Has Lando Norris kept himself in the lead of the Grand Prix? With this pit stop, he's coming out. Lando Norris hangs on to the lead of the Canadian Grand Prix, but he's a bit wet there. He loses it, and Verstappen takes the lead with with 23 laps to go. Norris thought he had it, but he was on the wet stuff and he lost it. No, a look up from Lando Norris, and that's going to allow George Russell a perfect opportunity to get past that McLaren and take second place. That Mercedes finding amazing pace this weekend with his upgrades, and through goes George Russell to take second place away from Lando Norris. A lovely move from the Mercedes. He's now pulling away. Oh, Russell's wide there. Russell made a mistake at the corner he crashed out last year, and Norris is back ahead of him. Norris up to second place for McLaren, ahead of George Russell. Nothing Russell can do. Norris is back up to second. So yeah, Russell went onto the curve, and that's exactly how he crashed last year, and that's now let Norris through this year. We got a yellow flag in sector 2, and that is Sergio Perez, and he's got damage to his rear wing. That is it. And there's another crash, and it's Alex Albon and Carlos Sainz who have made contact, and that's surely going to be them out of the race. Surely Perez out of the race. That is an absolute nightmare for both of them. So let's watch Perez then. Oh, he just lost it on himself. Over there, and that's him out of the race. Oh, Sainz lost the car by himself, then hit Albon with his rear, and Albon crashed out. So under the safety car, both Mercedes pit for mediums, fresh mediums, and fresh tyres for Hamilton. So we're racing again with 14 to go. Max Verstappen leads over the line, and he leads 12 to go. We're seeing Piastri and Russell in the fight for third. Russell's going to go around the outside into the chicane. Piastri fights back on the inside. Did they back? I think they have. And Piastri hangs on to third. And now Lewis Hamilton's past George Russell. Russell has gone from third down to fifth after that mistake. Here we go. Hamilton on Piastri in the battle for third. And Lewis Hamilton being places. He hasn't finished on the podium. He's looking to do that now. Here's Russell for revenge on Oscar Piastri. This time he's got through, and the yellow flag in sector 2 was for Yuki Tsunoda. Let's watch Tsunoda. Oh, he got onto the grass and lost the car. Oh, that's such a shame. And oh my word, very close between the Haas and the P. Russell and Hamilton allowed to fight. Here goes Russell down the inside.
That goes without saying, keep it clean, please.
And Russell's got Peru on Hamilton. He's won in 22, he's won in 23, and he's going to win in 24. Max Verstappen wins the Canadian Grand Prix, and it's a hat-trick of wins in Montreal for Verstappen. He's victorious once again. He's 6th of the season, he's 60th in F1, and he's once again on form for this World Championship. Who will catch him? We'll find out in Spain.